I see that, Walt.
tonight's ceremony, if you would like to, please join me as we pause for a moment of reflection. Thank you. You may be seated. Day, most of the school year, and although the faculty did their very best to give us as many fun and memorable senior events as possible, we did not get to receive a traditional senior year, and we may have rushed the year along. But now that tonight is here, I can't help but already begin thinking about my next big step. And while I'm excited for my next step, just as you are excited for your next step, I encourage us not to rush through our lives. We need to start living in the now. Psalms 118:24 says, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Guys, we're adults now, and I cannot tell you how many adults have told me that time flies just like that, and how they wish they had really embraced each day. Because of this, I think we need to learn from their advice and start living our lives from day to day. Let's not rush anymore. Let's be thankful for each and every day that we are given. Living this way will help us become successful with college, with a job, with relationships, pretty much all areas of our life. So that's it. The last bit of advice from your class chaplain to the class of 2021, including myself. Go ahead and make your plan for the future. But remember, don't rush your life along and live in the now. Speaking of living in the now, everyone say cheese! Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it.
Good evening. First, I would like to recognize our board members in attendance this evening. Mr. Mark Tomlin, Mr. Brian Roberson, thank you for being here tonight. I would also like to recognize our senior sponsors for doing such an amazing job putting this graduation venue for tonight together. It's beautiful, thank you. To all family, faculty, friends, and graduates, welcome to the Smith Station High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. To the graduates, even though this night is the culmination of your hard work and dedication to your academics, I ask you to continue to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself in life. Never settle. Find what you love and put all your energy into that passion. Your life is going to be a story. In this book, there will be many chapters, some filled with laughter, some filled with tears, some fulfillment, and some with fears. There will be many characters that come and go into your story. But this is your book. There are no co-authors. You have the pen, you turn the pages. Dream the impossible and then write it into your life. Keep writing, keep living, keep challenging, keep giving. This is your story. Your quote 4 years ago at Smith Station Freshman Center was by Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. This chapter is done. Now go write the rest of your book. Your class of 2021 President, Ms. Grace Allen.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to welcome Superintendent Dr. McCoy, board members, administration, faculty, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I am Grace Allen, your senior class president. As the most historical senior class, we have experienced the death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter, witnessed the crash of the stock market, steered clear of the giant Asian murder hornets, survived the deadly pandemic of COVID-19, which interrupted our junior year, led to school closures, and put everyone in quarantine. Over the summer, we witnessed our first social justice movement that we will later read about in our history books. Then we transitioned back to school as seniors on Zoom, and later we welcomed each other back in the mass and hallways 6 feet apart. And after all that, we finally get to graduate. Moving forward, we have learned that we should not take life for granted. We should maximize every moment we are given to do our best, be our best, and strive for the best. We should not be absent of ambition, moved by mediocrity, or suited to settle. Everyone who is graduating today has a purpose. Our classmates have been brought into our life for a reason. For the moments they touched your life, whether lasting or short-lived, they were there because you needed each other to grow. But the person sitting next to you and others here, you will have to say goodbye to them today. Even though we have shared a special part of our lifetime together, it is now time for each of us to go into different walks of life and live out our purpose. Last, let us always be thankful for our biggest fans, our parents, family, mentors, teachers, coaches, and anyone else who has helped us get to where we are today. They have been the backbone of our achievements. Those times when we thought, were we ever going to make it, they reassured us. I also want to say one last time, thank you for electing me as your senior class president. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and being with you made coming to school worth it. So since I'm in charge of planning class reunions in the future, it's not a goodbye for me, it is a see you later. Congratulations guys, we have finally made it.
Good evening and welcome friends and family of the Smith Station High School graduating class of 2021. I'd like to, or at least a fourth of them, I'd like to thank you all for being here today to support us as we take this next step in our lives. However, before I get started, I'd like to clear the air about an issue that has plagued me all throughout high school. I am not a teacher. I am not a librarian, I am not a graduate student, and I have never been on the Lee County payroll. My name is Rhiannon Severe, and I am the salutatorian for the graduating class of 2021. And I can't make many promises, but I can guarantee that my speech will be 1, short, and 2, not starting with a horrible, cheesy quote. Instead, I'll start with a decent quote. Oscar Wilde wrote, "Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions. Their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation." Now doesn't that just make you feel great? Yet, no matter how somber Wilde's outlook was, we cannot deny that mimicry and convention are current themes in our lives. Because we did what our parents did, and who did what their parents did, who did what theirs did, and so on and so forth. And while there are times when convention is best, we often fall into a trap of blind obedience without ever asking ourselves what it is that we truly want out of life. Because to be able to pursue life and happiness are two ideas on which our nation is founded, and yet much of what we do is a repeat of another person's passions, another man's opinions, and another woman's dreams. And to seek our own happiness and satisfaction are our unalienable rights as human beings. And yet, there is no guarantee that winning a contest, getting the perfect job, or being in a relationship will bring you the satisfaction and happiness that you want. Which is why I say with full conviction, satisfaction does not equal happiness. Because for what is success? What is happiness? They are both the same, and yet they're not. And for everyone else, it is different. And if this is true, and if they are different for everyone else, then why must we follow down a narrow path that others have set out before us? And while we are creatures of habit, we are not those of the past, and we are not those of the future. We are people of the present, and it is now when we must ask ourselves what it is that we truly want out of life, and how far we are willing to go to get it. Do with that as you will. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kendra Sheehan, and I'm the valedictorian. Fellow graduates of Smith Station High School, we're about to receive our diplomas and end one chapter of our lives, a chapter that we will likely never forget. Tomorrow is a new day when we start the next chapter. Most of us are going our separate ways and are chasing different dreams in this new chapter. But no matter where you end up, I hope that you are pursuing something you love, something you are passionate about. Steve Jobs once said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it." I know that many of us, including myself, don't have it all figured out just yet. But never stop searching and pursuing. Find what makes you happy and chase after it with all your heart. Your passion will be the fuel that drives you to be successful. Doing something that you love will lead to a fulfilling life. Many believe that you need wealth and material goods to be considered successful. But as Albert Schweitzer once said, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. I wish you all the very best and hope that you find joy and happiness in whatever path you choose. Thank you.
Students had the opportunity to provide us with their plans following graduation and any scholarships they may have received. So we will be announcing that information for students who sent it in. We'll start with Jace Alexander Black. Amelia Grace Blaschek will be attending Atlanta Institute and Union Online and receive the Chick-fil-A Remarkable Future Scholarship, the Dedication Scholarship, and the Women in Film Scholarship. Daniel Thomas Bonio. Caleb Wayne Bolware. Andrew Connor Brassfield. Shandy Elizabeth Bryant. Elijah James Allen Burns will be attending. Frank Samuel Cartwright. Joseph William Clark. Ashton Cage Kramer. Paxton Wayne Driggers. Walker Dean Elliott. Anthony Akil Evans. Fantasia Elizabeth Azara Ferris. Auburn University and received the Auburn University Board of Trustees Endowed Scholarship. Yvonne Daniel Lloyd. Elijah Stephen Franklin will be joining the United States Air Force in Special Operations. Andrew Dana Fryer will be and receive the Academic Presidential Scholarship and the Alabama Student Angler Bass Fishing Association Scholarship. Jonathan Andrew Gordon. Jonathan Wayne Grantham. Layla Manuela Griffin. Dylan Walker Hadley. Peyton Tell Harm. Lacey Madison Harris. Dylan Richard Hess. Patricia Meadow Rose Holloway. Farian Jamal Jefferson. Ernesto De Jesus Linderos. Vesavius Lorenzo Madden. Jaden Kalani Martinez will be attending Auburn University. Cameron Joseph Masad. Gavin Lee Mays Holmes. Ray Tristan Ezra McCoy. Richard Anthony Moss. Dion Therese Nelms Jr. Ashton Gail Marie Pate. Hannah Mackenzie Petty. Michaela Elizabeth Billman. Savannah Sky Howell will be attending Auburn University and receive the Ever to Conquer Scholarship. Thomas Kyle Rogers. Michael Grant Rogers. William Keith Rogers. Malachi Rashad Rollins. Adama Joy Sal will be attending New York University and receive the Tisch School of the Arts Scholarship and the Columbus, Georgia Chapter of the Lynx, Inc. Scholarship. Riley Christopher Sims. Cody Jacob Smith. Rayford Edward Springfield. Justin Joel Strach.
All right.
Nathaniel Gerald Wayne Sutliff. Ian Nathaniel Taylor. Jesse Dwayne Washington. Brandon Jacoby Williams. At this time, the Smith Station High School choir members will come forward for the singing of the alma mater.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Seniors, you may now turn your tassel from your right to your left. I now present to you the graduate class of 2021.